Hi, I'm Kate and I'm a speech language pathologist. Physical touch is a funny thing because for people with dementia and for people without dementia, it needs to be welcomed and anticipated. I think offering physical touch, it can be a very useful tool. Even outreaching a hand, hey, and seeing what that person does in response to indicate whether or not they want to be touched. I see often, people giving hugs to people with dementia out of nowhere. Hi, how are you? A big hug. And it can be jarring because that sensory input is even more information for that person with dementia to process. Treat people with dementia the way that you would want to be treated. If you're going to offer a handshake, offer it and wait. If you're going to offer a hug, maybe open it up and see how they respond. But I would be wary to rely on physical touch as a means to prevent loneliness because it's really another message coming in. It can be effective, don't get me wrong. Sometimes just sitting and holding hands is enough to show that you have that joint connection. But sometimes it can be a double-edged sword because it can be aversive. That person may not want it and they may not be able to tell you, get off me. I think relying on nonverbal communication is an important skill, using it more yourself, but also reading that person with dementia because their verbal expression is not as strong, but their physical expression of how they're feeling remains. They'll show it in their face, they'll show it through their actions if they cower back or if they lean in. Listening to people with dementia can be very challenging because you're listening to things they aren't saying. You're anticipating their needs. You're predicting how they feel. And there's error. But if you take extra time and really listen, you can find out, they're communicating more than you thought in the first place.